All right, welcome back, and today we got a new build. What kind of new build? But let's check this thing out. So behind me, I got a 1979 Bronco Freewheeling edition. This thing is pretty dope, at least in my opinion. If you've already subscribed to our channel for a long time, way back when, you've probably seen this, but you probably haven't seen it. I don't know the exact, but I think it's been over 2 years since I've touched this thing. So, give you guys a little history, and we'll talk about this thing. But this was one of our COVID builds. You know, everyone was stuck inside at COVID, bored. So we went and bought project cars. This is my dad and I's. This is technically my dad's. I've kind of claimed ownership, and I know once we get it going, he's gonna, you know, claim ownership back, but I'm taking the lead on the build now. He got it to this point. Now I'm going to the important stuff. He did all the details, but bought it out of found on Craigslist out of a guy's yard out in the high desert in California. Super good condition. I mean, it had been sitting outside for a while, as you can see, but overall this is OG paint, and as of right now, I don't plan on changing it. The Freewheeling was a special edition. Ben can clip this is what they looked like out of the factory. Obviously, it no longer looks like that. To me though, this patinaed look looks sick, and it's gonna make this thing kind of a sleeper because it's gonna be, you know, it's pretty, we're going all out on her. And I just wanna clarify, quick interruption. In our future build, we're gonna show you a lot more details in this build. Right now, I'm just giving, this is our intro. This is where we're starting this build series. So if you wanna see the more techie, detailed stuff, keep following, subscribe, whatnot. All right, back to what we were talking about. So yeah, bought it there, brought it back to our shop, pulled the engine out. It had a 400 in it. So a Ford 400, I believe. And then it had, I wanna say a C6. Originally we had planned on, we talked about modifying that. Then we decided, I bought a used, it was a brand new 460, big block Ford that a guy had built for his drag car. Got that all installed, bolted up, rebuilt the transfer case, rebuilt the tranny, got it all dialed in, bolted it in, started it, lights out. The guy we bought it from, we pulled it apart, put the wrong part numbers in on some lifters and stuff. I forget all the details, but basically, you know, should have been using a 273 and homeboy was using a 275. So when it went, yeah, so, but that's the past. We're not doing that anymore. So I went ahead, rebuilt that. And then I was like, we're just gonna put that back in, be a simple build. And then I woke up one day, well, a combination of all of us, and we said, why make things simple? Let's throw all that away and let's start over completely on a drivetrain that we've never even driven. That's race logic. Even though this isn't a race car, that's how race cars work. So, can't tell you what we're putting in yet, but new engine, new tranny, all kinds of new stuff. But today I'm just gonna show you, this is the intro to the build and what we've got done so far. So first, we'll get into all that, but I wanna show you just a quick thing, the interior. The interior, we basically went through every single part, kind of got out of control and completely redid it. Inside, it looks, you know, stock factory. It didn't look like this when we first got it. We've done a ton of work, literally rebuilt all the dash, all these pieces, all the little trim pieces, everything's brand new. Went crazy online, ordered every little nook, cranny, rebuilt it all. So everything should be functional. Brand new seats. It did have 2 bucket seats. We decided for the bench, because I mean, you have a Freewheeling Bronco and you don't have a bench seat, in my opinion, that kind of, you know, this thing's main goal, go to dinner, get groceries, and do it amazingly. And, you know, one day maybe if I get a girlfriend, like, you don't want bucket seats, dude, you want a bench seat.
Slid into the passenger seat.
Yeah, you just, apparently, so according to Ben, you gotta be careful with the bench seat, because if you're trying to do donuts to impress a girl, make sure you got your seatbelt on, because he went from here all the way to there and took the poor girl out.
Stalled the car. She was not impressed at all.
Let's just say that was the first and the last date. Or if it was more than the first date, it was definitely the last. But basically inside, it's got a bunch of junk in it right now, but everything's brand new, everything functions, all new carpet, all new door seals. But sadly, this thing's been sitting in our our barn, which is not like a barn find, for the past 2 years. So it's gotten kind of pushed away. We put a brand new kicker audio system in it, you know, little Switch Pro dash, kind of went all out. Like I said, we almost had this thing done, and then we said, that's too simple. So that's the inside. We'll get into that more later as we finish this build. This is gonna be like a 6-7 build series on this truck. So if you don't already, subscribe, because you're gonna wanna watch this thing come alive, because it's gonna be pretty rad. So jump into the front and underneath. We pretty much like the interior. We went underneath, cleaned everything, repainted everything. If bushings were, you know, replaced all the bushings, we're trying to make it a new car. And the cool thing is you go online now and you can find the parts, like all these OEM parts for these, you know, an older Bronco. If we're gonna make this thing modern, but also old, cool, put some Fox shocks on it, some absorbers, make it ride like a dream. I tried to get live valve, but they said no. But no, actually I ordered these way before we were developing live valve like we were. So, but no, this is gonna make it ride a lot better. Like I said, I want a new car, but an old car. Makes sense, right? So as you can see, when you look in, right now it's very dusty because it's been sitting, but everything does look good, looks new. Right now we're kind of pulling the current drivetrain back out and cutting mounts off and stuff. So we just pulled the diff out, or the transfer case out. Now we're pulling the tranny out, which these are all, this tranny, the engine, they're done. We have new stuff coming. We're keeping it 4-wheel drive, trying to, you know, like I said, the main goal up here in the mountains, summer, winter, nice day, cruise up, get dinner in Park City, cruise down Main Street, and sound good, look good, feel good, doing it. Put lockers with air compressor, that's the thing right now. Right now I feel like I can't spoil too much. We got a lot coming, so I don't want to spoil it. But interior, underneath, all new, all, you know, completely restored. Exterior, we're gonna keep it like this. I will say we did screw up one part, wasn't me, but the back, I sent this in to get a repair because there's a hole in it. They accidentally sandblasted it, so we had to paint this. So this part does have new paint. But I might just take like a flap wheel to it one day and add her a little patina. Or if anyone has any good patina guys near Park City, Utah, I'd like that. It's just tough. You gotta have a good guy to be able to match it like this. So, brand new tail lights. Like I said, we went through everything, pulled the wiring out, redid it all. And we got some rigid lights. We got a bunch of more cool parts coming for it. One thing that these are brand new, they don't look like it, but 35-inch Toyo tires, one with some ATs. Like I said, I want this thing to ride comfortably. If I find that's not enough, maybe we'll put some big mud trains. Some Vision Ojos wheels, essential. I really like these because they kind of look, you still got that classic look kind of vibe, but it's new. It's not a big old steely or something, so it's kind of looks good, but not too, you know, modern. If we're keeping the outside like this, it's got to be that balance. I think that's where we're gonna wrap the video today. I know you guys are all gonna have some comments, questions, tell me what I'm doing wrong, tell me what I'm doing right. I appreciate all of them. Drop them all below. If you don't already, subscribe, because like I said, this is gonna be at least a 6-part series. We're gonna go into all the details of installing. The next one will be the engine we're putting in this, and we're gonna show the whole install and everything. I got this whole corner of the shop just to show you guys my builds. So this is just the first of many builds. I was told I really wanted to start a new build, but I was told I'm not allowed to start a new build until I finish this build. So we're gonna be going quick with this one, hopefully. Because I got a lot of ideas flowing now that we're caught up, and now that I have my own corner. Like, own corner, got my own box of toolboxes. Ben's got his lighting. I mean, endless possibilities here, endless. Yeah, so subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one where I'm gonna introduce the engine, which, yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. See you next week.